Okay, so this is the demo for Read for Enjoyment, Raccoon on His Own. I just got back from Jumpstart today, and I just decided I'm just going to do the demo now. So anyways, I brought in a new book. Oh wait. So this is still in our reflection and shadows unit. And I know there's a long list of vocabulary words, but some of the words you don't have to do the Jumpstart definition, especially if it doesn't flow that well. So if it's easier to explain it by just pointing to the picture, you can do that. And some words, some vocabulary that we definitely want to emphasize are emotions, like he was feeling nervous or worried. Really, if anything, get those ones in. So I brought in a new book today, and it's called Raccoon on His Own. So this raccoon must be all alone in this little boat I see him in. I wonder why he's all by himself. I wonder if we'll find out. This book was written and illustrated by Jim Arnosky. I wonder where his family is. In the dark swamp, a new day dawned, like a sleepy eye opening slowly. A small wooden boat floated, nudged against some mud. So I guess this boat is kind of stuck in the mud, and that's why it's not floating away. So this is the swamp. And I see a lot of other things in this picture. Here's a small snake. And here are some kinds of birds, and they have really long beaks. I wonder if that's how they can catch some fish. The mud was soft and sandy. A mother raccoon with her young came to dig and search for food. So I guess this one's the mom raccoon, because that's the biggest one. And these must be her young. Those are her baby raccoons. And they're looking for food. I think they're going to look inside the mud. They're going to dig in the mud and look for food. I wonder what kind of food raccoons eat. Mother found a crunchy crawfish. See, she's eating a little crawfish. It's kind of like a little lobster. That's what raccoons eat. Two of the young raccoons dug for other crawfish near the boat. But the third raccoon was not hungry. He wanted to climb. So he climbed on top of the boat. I wonder if that's the same raccoon that we see on the cover. Maybe he's the one that gets lost. The hungry raccoons quickly dug up all the mud around the boat. With no sticky mud to hold it, the mud began to float away. So these raccoons, they were digging so much in the mud that there was no more mud to hold the boat there. So it started to drift away in the water. But look, remember the raccoon that climbed up in the boat? He's still in it, so he's floating away too. That must be how he gets lost. The raccoon in the boat looked up. He looks very worried. I don't think he wanted to drift away from his family. And a chill ran down his spine. He was drifting in the boat alone. It's probably pretty scary to be all alone. And he was on his own for the very first time. He was afraid to jump back into the water, so he stared back at the mud bank, and the boat silently carried him downstream. So he doesn't know where he's going, but he is drifting away from his family, and I see his eyes look very worried. The raccoon reached up to grab a sturdy branch. He was hoping maybe he could grab it so that he could get out of the boat. But the branch was too high. He couldn't reach it. He couldn't reach the branch. This branch looks much lower, but I don't think he can grab that because look, there's a huge snake wrapped around it. So he ducks underneath it. See, he's crouching down so that he doesn't hit his head on the low branch with the snake on it. He crawled to the other end of the boat. Downstream, he saw shadowy shapes of plants and trees sticking up out of the water. He looked down into the dark stream and saw a raccoon looking back. It was his reflection to keep him company as the boat moved along. So this isn't really another raccoon. This is his reflection. The water is so shiny that he can see himself in it. Kind of like when we see ourselves in a mirror, he sees his reflection. But he thinks that it's another raccoon that's going to be his friend while he's all alone on the boat. The boat passed through a bunch of water lilies. See these pretty flowers that float on the water? Something huge made a great splash. I think whatever this is what made a big splash. It kind of looks like it has scales. I think it might be an alligator or a crocodile or something like that. I think the raccoon might be kind of nervous about what that creature is because look, he's going to hide inside of the boat. It was a great big alligator that had been hiding underneath the lily pads. See, I see his eyes popping up from the water. He's trying to sneak up on the raccoon. I see the raccoon looks a little bit worried. He looks a little scared, so he's hiding down in the boat. Sweet, 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 came a sound from above. The raccoon looked up and saw 5 young warblers. These little birds, these warblers make the sound sweet, sweet, sweet. The raccoon chirred back. The raccoon noise is like this. Chirr. So it's kind of like in The Lion and the Little Red Bird. Remember? The little red bird chirped, but the lion roared, so they didn't understand each other's language. And that's the same thing that's happening with the raccoon and these warblers. They make different sounds, so they don't speak the same language. 3 tiny turtles swam up to the boat. The raccoon reached into the water to touch one of the turtle's shells, and all 3 scattered away. These turtles are so little, and the raccoon is much bigger than them. I think the turtles were scared, and they thought that the raccoon was going to eat them, so that's why they swam away. But I think he just wanted to play with them. A mother merganser paddled by. Here's the mother merganser. She was leading her 9 little ducklings. She has 9 little babies. The raccoon watched the ducklings swimming close to their mother. I think seeing these little ducklings with their mom makes him miss his mom, because he hasn't seen her in a long time. But look what I see back in the tree. This is the mother raccoon and his sister and brother. They're following close behind. I think they're watching to make sure that raccoon stays safe. But he doesn't know that they're there. He can't see them. but he really misses them. Suddenly, the boat bumped into another mud bank. See, it got stuck in the mud again. And finally, he saw his family coming to meet him, and he ran to his mother. How do you think he felt when he finally saw his family? I think he was probably very excited because he was really scared being alone. And he really missed his family, and now he gets to see them again. And just like that, they were all together again, downstream. It looks like his mom is really happy to see him too. I see she's smiling and they're cuddling up together. Maybe they might go to find more crawfish to eat.